Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Natural Misfits, Amnesia, and Science, Chaos on Kabara. Last we left off, the sailors and Sorelzi ran into a shambling mound, but managed to defeat it and enjoyed some delicious fish afterwards. They later managed to make it to the lizard folk camp, where the sailors were told that to gain the lizard folk's trust, they will need to retrieve a Dusk Shard that inhabits a dangerous fiend from a group of dangerous lizard folk called the Poison Dusk. And their only other help and guide is a lizard folk Azamar named Haess. Uh, Now, before you guys set out, the lizard folk provided you with some healing salves and herbs to help you on your journey. Like Kate, you got one from an elderly looking shaman who said, "Here's one for you, warrior known as the one with the wide bottom."
This is true. It's definitely wide.
It is an odd warrior name, but who am I to judge? So I'm going to say you guys have been traversing for a little over 30 minutes, following Hayes' guide as she tracks down the shard. During this time, she has been pretty distant and hasn't really talked to you guys, saying pretty much only when she needs to. So right now, you guys are just standing back and watching as she's sniffing the ground, looking for something. As she's doing that, what are the three of you doing?
I'm
Uh,
just staring at her, kind of fascinated by this process.
Like she does the thing where she picks up the dirt and sniffs it.
I'm gonna roll survival to see what I can try and help with.
Um, you trying to do something specific, or you're just gonna gun ho it?
I'm gonna see if I can specifically looking for prints and or sign of life heading in a specific direction.
All right, roll survival.
It is
I,
a
I
15.
have a gist.
You can definitely see like there are signs of like animals being around the forest. Like footprints from different animals, maybe the scuttling of bugs, but nothing that spells out lizard folk.
Okay.
Okay, Zorto, what did you want to say?
Well, I really don't have any idea what they're doing. I just think they're weird for sniffing dirt.
Do you say that out loud or keep it to yourself?
I keep it to myself.
All right. At that moment, Hay suddenly perks up,
They went this way.
and she takes off into the woods. You guys gonna follow her?
Yeah.
Yeah, I book it after her.
She's like, unlike you guys, she's like jumping through like trees. She's climbing on branches, like shit like that. What do you guys do to keep up with her?
I'm
I'm
rolling
gonna
acrobatics.
I'm American Ninja Warrior this shit.
All right, both you roll acrobatics. Zarto, you gonna do the same?
Yeah, let me.
Where do you want me to put the roll results, or should I just tell you?
Put it in group checks. With a 20 and 24, Tate and Maman, you guys managed to keep up with Hayes as she navigates through the woods. Well, Zorto, would you try to do like a leap like them? You end up tripping over a log and you lag behind.
Yeah, the only thing that come out of my mouth is, "Damn it!" I get as fast as I can and try to catch up.
All right. Eventually, you guys come across a raging river. Um, you guys find Sorelzi at the edge of it, looking across the woods. Again, not saying much.
So do we gotta cross this river or something?
She stays silent.
How far across is this river?
I would say about 10 to 12 feet.
So it's jumpable.
Maybe.
Yeah, their name's Cerezi, right?
Haess.
Haess, right? Am I able to pick up Haess and just chuck her across?
If you want to, but you're doing it at your own risk.
Alright. I'm gonna sneak up behind her and just pick her up and throw her.
Roll stealth. Actually, no. Roll sleight of hand.
Okay. Sleight of hand is an 8.
Well, unfortunately for you, she has a passive perception of 17, so she immediately knew what you were doing. And right before you do that, she suddenly punches you in the jaw. Does a 16 hit.
That is exactly in my armor class.
You take 2 points of bludgeon and fall back, and as you rub your jaw, she stands over you.
Don't touch me.
Jesus, sorry.
So, for player and DM knowledge, according to what I just looked up, you can jump a total for a long jump, assuming you get at least a 10-foot running start. You can jump 1 foot per your strength score before you actually have to make a check. So, say your strength score is a 15, you can jump 15 feet without making an athletics check.
I mean, I knew that. I was just saying, like, I figured you guys would try different ways, but yeah,
I could always swim across because I have a swim speed.
I mean, again, like, it's up to you guys, however you want to get across. But after, I'm gonna say from that punch, you also spit out a tooth, Maman.
Not even phased.
And Haess then turns her back to you guys, and then she surprisingly gracefully dives into the river, and you see what looks like like how when someone's underwater you could see the ripples on the surface depending on how close you are. You see that, and despite the raging river, she seems to be navigating it smoothly. The rest of you guys gonna follow her?
I am going to summon my Echo on the other side of the river because I can summon it 30 feet away.
Okay.
And then swap spots with it.
Nice. All right. Maman, how about you?
I'm gonna wait and see if she actually does cross the river or if the thing she needs is in the river. So I'm gonna stay put.
Okay, and Zartel, how about you?
I don't have anything special or fancy, so I'm jumping in and swimming my way across.
What is your strength? Like, not your modifier, the number.
16.
Like as Gordo said, if you have a strength of 15 over, you can jump that without having to make a roll. But you have to have like you need like a 10 foot head start, but still you can jump across without rolling.
Oh, I can actually verbalize that?
Yeah, but you could just do. I mean, like if your strength is 15 or higher, you could do that without having to make a roll.
So 10-foot head start?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, I'll walk back whatever I think 10 feet is, because I'm not very good at measuring. And I'm running towards the edge and jumping.
Why do I feel like you're the guy during the war? If you were the lookout, if you were put on lookout duty, you would be like, "Guys, I can't find them, and we've been searching for hours, but it's only been 20 minutes. Never learned to tell time." What was that noise? Was that you laughing, or was that something else?
All right. So 2 of us are across. 1 is on the other side of the river.
Mark, you okay?
It was probably his daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As you guys make it across, Haess pulls herself onto the bank and takes in her surroundings. Maman, you now gonna jump across to join them? Or
Yep.
swim?
Which
What are
is
you gonna
easy
do?
for me because I'm gonna jump considering I have a 19 in strength.
Hey. Alright, alright, since you're verbalizing this, do you try to pull off any cool stunts as you do it, or just, you're just gonna do a Mario jump?
I'm gonna do a Mario jump and an Iron Man landing.
Alright, you pull off the as you pull off the Iron Man landing, do either of you applaud her or nah?
Yeah.
Haze doesn't even look. You see her paw at the ground again. Um, she presses her hand to it, and it looks like she's deep in thought as she does this.
More have joined. 5, possibly 6.
Well, let's get to it then.
She once again takes off into the woods. You guys follow her?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say at this time you come across a swampy area of the jungle. Like it's more muddy, like a thick bog and stuff. Lots of drooping vines. But at this point, you can definitely start to see where the poison dust may have slipped up going here. But you can now, not a lot, but you could definitely occasionally make out an occasional claw mark on a tree of them, like maybe grabbing something, and a footprint in the mud.
I am going to take a look around and see if there's any abnormalities in the bushes or the way the footsteps are placed, I guess.
All right. Roll investigation.
That is a 19.
From what you can see, when it comes to the footprints, the few you do see, something that does stand out to you is among the footprints, there is one that seems to be bigger than the rest.
Can I immediately tell what kind of species it is, or are they just all the same generic boot print?
Claw print, because you're tracking lizard
Or
folk.
yeah, claw print.
I mean, yeah, you could see it's a lizard folk, but it's clearly a bigger one. So, I mean, who knows what it could be?
Are there any shedded? Can I take a look around for any shedded scales or anything like that?
Roll another investigation with disadvantage since you're in a thick bog place. There was not light and there isn't any light that could reflect off the scales.
15.
No, you don't see any scales. Either of you two want to do anything in this bog?
I'm getting up in the trees and out of the water.
Roll acrobatics.
Acrobatics? Okay. It's even better than my athletics. Get over to my character sheet. You said acrobatics is a 17 total.
All right, I'm going to say you pull yourself onto some vines. They give a little bit away because of your weight. Not to call you fat or anything, but
I'm a
are
hippo.
pretty
I'm fat.
yeah, they're pretty built. And some of the branches creak as you step on them, but for the most part, you stay above the muddy water. Down, 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 down. Zortel, you want to do anything?
So I know we're looking for more lizard folk. but I have no idea exactly what to be looking for.
You want to ask Haess?
Yeah, I'll walk up, not a little nervous because I saw my mom get hit. Like, hey, what do I need to be looking for so I can help?
She looks at you for a couple seconds, then continues to survey her surroundings.
Poison Dusk. Short size, green sails, not friendly. Can also camouflage.
All right, thanks. I will pitch in wherever I can. So I'm gonna roll survival to try to help, and I got a 17.
Wait, what are you trying to do with survival?
I'm trying to like see if I see anything out of the ordinary that doesn't look like it's water, trees, or like anything that belongs out here.
And you got a 17?
Yes.
Well, similar to Maman, you can make out the footprints and the claw marks, but in terms of like any physical evidence of a lizard folk outside of that, no.
All right, shall we continue looking?
Mm-hmm.
Hayes says nothing, but continues to move ahead by jumping across to a nearby branch. And she's gonna start like climbing through the vines.
Acrobatics of 20 to continue doing the same thing. Dirty 20.
You follow her with ease. You got Mama and Zartel. You guys gonna just wad through the water, or you're gonna try to follow through the vines as well?
I think I'm going to go through the vines to try and make as less noise as possible.
All right.
I know I'm not very good at swinging through trees or swinging in general. So I guess I'm gonna try to trudge through the water and mud as quietly as I can.
All right.
I got an 18 for acrobatics.
For an 18, you follow behind Tay and Hayes pretty easily. And once again, Zartul, you lag behind a little bit.
Yeah, but as long as I don't attract attention, I'm all right with that.
All right. You guys continue through the swamp for I'm going to say a little longer than you think because you have to wait for Zartul to catch up. As you guys continue through, you guys are like what as the three in the vines are waiting for Zartul to once again catch up. Ace suddenly perks up and within a quiet hiss, just loud enough for you three to hear.
Stop moving!
I'm gonna roll perception to see what I can notice.
Go ahead.
To see what the danger is. Oh, hello. That would be natural 20, so 23.
With a natural 20, you can definitely see there are figures. Like you can just barely make them out, but you can see figures hiding along the edge of the water in the swamp. But also, very briefly, you can see what looks to be bubbling in the swamp as though something is moving through it.
I'm gonna keep my eye on whatever's moving through the swamp.
All right.
I think I'm going to keep my eye outs and guards up as well.
The moment she said stop moving, I stop moving, and just the only thing I do is I turn my head, trying to see if there's anything.
I'm going to say Tate because of your role for acrobatics. You are closer to Haess. You suddenly feel her tap your shoulder, and she points ahead.
I'm gonna see what I can look to see what I notice,
Again,
if I notice anything.
Again, you could still make out like barely camouflaged characters, and you do recall that the Poison Dusk are camouflaged too. Or can camouflage.
Since my echo is still manifested and it doesn't go away until it gets hit by something, I'm going to stay in my position and send my echo forward towards them.
Like, how are you going to do that? Is it like gliding? Is it like gliding through the trees? Like,
Oh no, it looks like it's just me walking forward.
she suddenly then grabs your shoulder.
What are you doing?
It's called a distraction.
Those aren't Poison Dusk.
Oh, I'm aware. But I'm also seeing if they're violent or not.
Bullywugs.
But let's see how they react.
Oh, did you hear what she said?
You broke up a little bit.
Bullywugs.
Ah, what are those?
They're the frogmen.
Oh, kind of like the grung.
Yeah, like these guys are
Okay.
like more. Yeah. And she then turns to you and like puts her claw to her lips.
They're hunting. Not us.
Okay. He's gonna stop walking forward and vanish and actually go about 15 feet behind us.
Okay. About a minute or two later, you guys start to hear the croaking of the frogs as it looks to be they're getting ready for something, and at that moment, something in the water, like several feet away from you, suddenly emerges from the depths, and you guys make out what looks to be a somewhere in between of a juvenile and an adult, a hydra. At that moment, what?
I said, well,
At that moment, several spears from the other side of the bank start pummeling it. Some bouncing off, others hitting their target, but the Hydra surges forward to parts of the bank, and you can hear several bullywugs crying out.
How many heads does this Hydra have?
I'm going to say this one. It looks fairly young. I again, like in the a little older than a juvenile, like a little over than a juvenile. Like I
So what,
don't
like
know if
two
this.
heads?
I would say three, but you can see another one is starting to grow in.
Okay. So it's
Five.
got 3 and a nub.
Yes. Yeah, you all are just pretty much watching as these bullywugs are trying to either you don't know if they're trying to kill or capture this thing, but it's definitely pulling up a fight. You can even, if you listen carefully, you could probably hear the sound of some unfortunate frogsters getting chomped on.
I'm gonna hide.
Rolling stealth.
Stealth is a 16 total.
I think I'm gonna hide because that thing's not coming after us. Why should I bother?
You're going to do stealth too.
Mm-hmm.
Zarto, are you going to? I take it you're probably going to do stealth too, but at this point, do you want to get out of the water and maybe climb up to the others, or?
I'm gonna get out of the water, so I stop making as much noise, and I'm going to try to hide because I don't feel like dying.
Okay, do you want to climb up to join the others, or are you just going to hide behind a tree?
I'm going to hide behind a tree.
Alright, well, stealth. Wait, take out a 16, right?
Huh?
Yeah, I got a 16 on stealth.
My man, what did you get?
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 18 for stealth.
Alright, you managed to hide behind a tree. And I would say you guys are, for the most part, being able to keep out of sight. Well, even if you didn't. So, I mean, unless you guys monumentally failed your stealth, the Hydra would not have noticed you.
Oh, I'm not hiding from just the Hydra. I'm hiding from the smaller people too.
Yeah, but they're too, like, if you had, like, you would have needed to have failed pretty badly for them to have noticed you.
Oh, okay.
Because they're so engrossed in what they're doing. But while you three are comfortable hiding, Haess simply turns away, like she's looking like, I would say, west from the fight, and she simply says,
We need to keep moving.
and she starts stalking her way through the branches.
Yep, I'm gonna move as stealthy as possible as well.
As soon as I see everyone else moving, I start quietly making my way in the same direction.
Same.
Alright. You guys continue moving on. The sound of the battle being left behind. And eventually you guys manage to make it out of the swamp.
Yay, no more ickiness.
At this point, it's like early afternoon. Do you guys want to keep following her, or do you want to take a moment to rest?
I mean, I'm good
I
to
can
go.
keep going.
Alright. So you guys continue on for, I would say, about an hour and a half before finally, Terelzi holds up her hand for you all to stop.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop short.
She tilts her head up and sniffs.
Smoke.
Where's that coming from?
I'm going to assume a fire.
Instead of responding, Haess stealthily starts moving forward.
Rolling stealth. Well, get back here. Get on the table. There we go. My dice tried to run away. I have a dirty 20 on stealth.
And the rest of you?
Well, I may be fat, but I'm quiet.
I think the way Zartal would do this is he just tries to copy what Kate is doing.
Trying to look all tough for Maman.
That's how he seems to learn everything, is just by watching Tate or someone else do it first.
Alright.
My first net 20 of the day.
And stealth?
Yep.
Alright. Hey, wait, Zartal, did you roll for stealth?
Yep, I got a 12.
Well, the three of you continue on. As Zartal takes a couple steps, he steps on a very loud twig. He pauses and looks back at Zartal with a very big death glare.
I'm gonna look back and be like, you couldn't have been slightly quieter?
I'm trying, but it's hard to see.
Did anyone else hear the snapping?
You do not know.
I'm gonna keep a listen out.
All right. You guys gonna keep creeping forward?
Mm-hmm.
The three continue on. Zartel, you are much slower than the rest again because you are taking extra care when moving. Eventually, Haess climbs up a big rock and signals for the rest of you to join her.
Climbing up on the big rock.
And as you do that, you all see what looks to be a campfire not too far away from you, about 20 to 30 feet.
I hop down.
I'm gonna survey the area and see what all what all there is to actually see.
Roll perception.
All right. Go back over. I need a bigger table. Perception. 21.
You can make out 1 to 2 figures at the fire, but you do get the feeling there should be more than 2 of them there.
Gonna call down to my men of be careful. There's more people here than what's actually at the fire.
With my guard up, I'm gonna slowly approach the campfire.
Hayes gracefully jumps down and moves ahead of you and puts her hand out as though she's trying to get you to stop.
I stop and just look at her.
She once again puts her fingers to her lips and she makes a gesture that kind of symbolizes she wants you and the others to follow her.
Are there any trees nearby?
Yeah, several. You guys are in a forest.
Okay, I'm sticking to the trees.
All right, and Zarto, what about you? Okay, so are you still going to follow them, but just keep a very large distance?
Yeah.
Okay. So as all 4 of you make your way towards the fire, the main 3 eventually start to hear chatter coming from the 2 by the campfire. As you all approach, you finally get what seems to be a good look at what the Poison Dusk lizard folk look like, and I'm putting an image of what they look like in monsters. That's what they look like. I don't know why, but when I look at their faces, it kind of screams the hyenas from Lion King.
Yeah, a little bit.
Look, do you see it?
A little bit.
All right. As you approach, you hear them. You hear the 2 talking to each other. How much longer is this waiting going to take? Well, don't ask me. I'm not the one in charge. Yes, but we've been waiting here for hours. Surely he has to show up by now. Again, I don't make the rules. We just gotta wait for them to show up and we'll be fine. Yes, but it won't be long before the cold sun catches up to us. You know that insane hunter there never lets up on our chase. Don't I know it? As you guys are getting closer and listen to them talk, anything either of you want to do?
I'm gonna look around the camp to see if there's anyone other than those 2.
Roll another perception. Mama, what about you?
I am just gonna shut up, keep quiet, and make sure I'm not caught.
All right.
Natural 20 on that perception, by the way.
You do. The feeling is still there, as though there should be more, but again, you do not spot anymore.
I think I'm going to take a look up at the sky and see if there's anything up there that we should be worried about.
Roll perception.
That is a 19.
No, you do not make out anything in the sky.
Okay.
I'm going to pull my revolver and ready in case I see something squiffy.
Okay. Man, anything else you want to do? Like, do you want to inch closer, or?
I'm going to inch as close as I can without being spotted.
As you do that, suddenly Haess grabs your shoulder, and before you could say why, you hear her pull out what sounds like a knife, and she throws it in the direction to your side, and you hear a screech of pain.
I look in the direction of the pain.
At that moment, Zartel, that noise, as you look in the direction too, you are suddenly grabbed from behind by two pairs of arms.
Is there anything I can do?
You want to make a strength check to get out of their grip?
Strength.
It will be with disadvantage since they did get you off guard.
It was a 6.
Damn, and they beat you with a 13 and a 9. So you are now grappled. Hey, when you heard that noise, was your focus fully taken by it?
No.
Because at that moment, you hear off to your side, your ear twitches because you hear off to the side what sounds like someone taking a deep inhale of breath.
I'm going to fire at the person.
Roll a d20.
Right. I got a 16 on the die.
That is a hit. Roll damage.
Well, they take 17 points of damage from the revolver.
You hear a similar squeak of pain as something falls out of the tree. As something like, it sounds like something falling or losing its grip happens.
Oh, and since my echo is back with Mark, I'm going to use one of my proficiency per day attacks from the echo to attack one of the two people that's grappling him.
Well, you don't know that. Well, you don't know that Zartel has been grabbed because he's way
Oh, yeah,
behind
that's right. I'm looking in a different direction. Never mind.
you. I applaud you trying to help him, though.
I can't quite see through my echo's vision just yet.
At that point, the two at the camp, one pulls out a sword, one picks up a bow, and takes aim and fires in the direction of Haess and Maman. Maman, make a dexterity check.
Dexterity check or saving throw?
A saving throw, my bad. Haess will do the same.
That is a dirty 20.
Alright. Let me roll for Haess. Dexterity. Yeah. That is a 15. And for the arrow, that's a 17. What's your armor class?
Mine?
Oh, wait, sorry, what was your dexterity saving throw?
I got a dirty 20. 18 plus 2.
I'm going to say as the arrow zooms by, it does graze Haes' shoulder.
Mm.
At that point, it's like a Tense standoff. The the two that were attacked are damaged. They've dropped their camouflage. One is clutching the side from the knife that Haess threw it. Another is writhing on the ground, clutching his eye that was shot out by Tate. And you got two more looking at you. And at this, so what do you guys do with this tense little standoff?
I'm going to shout out at them and comment of, if you feel like living to see beyond this particular encounter, you may want to just throw everything into the water.
I look over at Haess and see if she has any ideas.
Haess looks as though she has shrugged off the wound, and she's mostly keeping her focus on the campsite. And you see her eyes darting around as though she's looking for something. And at that moment, a new voice kicks in, one gruffer than the last two and kind of smoother. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. And in the distance, you see three more lizardfolk approaching. Two of them Poison Dusk, but a third who looks like this.
Yeah, with the black scale.
I would say we hold more cards than you. And at that moment, you guys see from behind a tree near the campfire, you guys see Zarto being dragged out by the two Poison Dusk who grabbed him.
Ooh, what, that guy? You think he's important?
Zarto, how do you respond to that? I'll say your mouth is covered, but how do you respond to that comment?
Well, my mouth being covered, I look around at the other people like, y'all are stupid.
That's a cabin boy. They're replaceable. I can go into town and find 10 just like him.
Why do I feel like Zarto would just roll his eyes at that?
Probably.
Yeah, I do.
Haess stands up and simply says,
Here for the shard. Hand it over.
We have a shard?
The Black Scale just chuckles. I don't think so. If you want it, you're gonna have to take it. And you see him pull out what looks to be a massive warhammer, but the end of it seems to be made of dragon shards, similar to Haess's battle axe.
Can I make a surprise round attack really quick?
On who?
The one holding the hammer.
I feel like you would be. I don't think it would be a fully surprise attack because he is expecting something. Because he knows where all of you are.
Attack either way. We'll start combat. But I got a natural 20 to shoot him with bolt.
All right.
A bolt being the magical crossbow that shoots electricity at the person.
I know.
So I don't know how close the other people in the camp are to him right now, but everybody's in water.
No, they're not.
Oh, is it not? Okay. I thought with being swampy area, they'd be water.
No. You guys left the swamp, remember? After you guys moved away from the Hydra fight.
Is he wearing metal armor?
No. Leather.
Okay. So it won't do the additional d6 then?
Yep.
That's 9. 12, 18, doubled. He takes 32 points of electrical damage.
To your surprise, though, as it hits him and he staggers back, you see what looks to be frost covering the wounds. And
Well, aren't you just a cold-hearted asshole?
it covers some of the wounds, and he briefly stands back up. The damage has been halved.
Nice.
Ooh, good move. I like you. I like you, big guy.
That's okay. By the time we're done with this, we can be friends. I doubt it's
Alright.
going to work, but I'm going to roll persuasion. Seeing how I just, got him.
I mean, if you want to.
No, that just made it worse. I got a 5.
At that moment, he lets out a battle cry, and those that are not, aside from the one that got shot and the two holding Zartul, they all surge forward. It's time to roll initiative.
Let's go.
So you guys have 9 opponents.
Jesus.
Yeah, put it in. We're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to do a lot of initiative rolls. All right, Tate, you're up first.
Sorry, I forgot I was muted. I am going to make an attack at one of the 2 people holding Mark's character.
All right, that would be Poison Dusk 2 and Poison Dusk 7. I'm sorry, Poison Dusk 2 and Poison Dusk 4.
Okay. Yeah. And how far away from me are they?
I would say if you were on the ground, they were ahead of you, like 13 feet.
So they're within 30 feet of me, though.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, as a bonus action, my echo is going to be behind them.
Okay.
And it acts on my turn. So.
Okay.
My first shot, you said 4 and which one?
Number 2 and number 4.
I'm going to shoot at whatever one's on his left side because they don't have numbers above their head.
I would say number 2.
All right. For my attack, does an 18 hit them?
Yes.
All right. It's 8. That one takes 12 damage from me.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Echo's action, which I can only do 3 times a day, to attack the other one. And there's a 16 hit.
Yes.
Okay, because it only gets half my attack bonus. Jesus Christ, it hit harder than I did.
How much?
18 damage.
Damn.
My Echo's showing me up. Jesus Christ.
Will that be your turn?
Yeah, that's my turn.
No.
For your information, if either of the 2 that are within 5 feet of my Echo move, my Echo does get opportunity attacks.
Okay. Does that include if Zartul's trying to get out of their grapple?
I mean, no. At that point, escaping a grapple doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. So that's just if they move out of range, like they're basically like any other player would present one.
All right. All right. And all right.
But yeah,
Maman,
that's my turn.
My turn. I am going to take out my Morning Star, and I am going to charge at the black scale and just full-on swing.
Alright, roll to hit.
That is a 23.
That hits.
That's a big dude to take on by yourself.
I'm a big woman. And that is 10 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And he now has disadvantage on his next attack roll before the start of my next turn.
To your surprise, though, once again, Frost covers his wound, and he only takes half damage. But in the background, you also hear Haess say,
Keep the black scale alive. We need answers.
Oh,
I just nod in response. Yeah, even though his damage was halved, he still has disadvantage.
okay. Now it's his turn. And he's gonna be like, I like the way you fight. It shows you're a strong female.
Oh my.
Alright, let's see what he gets with disadvantage. Does an 18 hit?
Yes.
Alright, you take... Oh boy.
That hammer's gonna hurt.
21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that is like a good chunk of my health.
I'm gonna say
That's
I'm gonna say it also knocks you back a few steps.
That's a big oof.
Alright, up next is Poison Dusk number 3, the one who hit by Haess' knife. He's going to take out a short bow and try to aim at Haess. A 6. So when the arrow tries to shoot her, you guys, to your surprise, see her catch the arrow and snap it in two. And
I just stare at her in fascination.
He just smiles sheepishly and backs up a few feet. Alright, that would be his turn. Next up is number 7. He's going to take a short sword and charge at you, Maman. Does a 9 hit?
A 9?
Yeah.
Nah, he just ran into a brick wall of abs.
He didn't feel that bad.
But let's just say, even though he ran into me, I didn't feel it that much, and it just did not bother me.
Up next is number 5. It is going to also take out a short sword and try to attack Haess. That is... Damn, a 6. They're not doing well. Up next is Haess' turn. She's going to turn on number 5, and she's going to take out her Dusk Shard battle axe and swing at him. 25, which hits, and she did it with 2 damage, so with 2 hands, so he takes 10 points of slashing damage and 14 points of radiant damage, and he is cleaved in 2.
Ouch.
Oh my.
Alright. Poison Dusk number 2 is up. He's going to try to keep his grip on you. And I'm going to say this, Arto, because of number 4 took the most damage and is pretty close to death's door, they let go of you. So you will not have disadvantage on your grapple. For strength, the Poison Dusk got a dirty 20. No, you have to roll strength. Be either athletics or acrobatics.
Oh, this is fun. Strength, I got a 10.
Yeah, you're still grappled. Number 4 is staggering because of his damage, so he's going to go over to a nearby pouch and rub what looks to be some ointment on himself, some like heal himself. But and wait, since he's trying to move, the Echo now can do an opportunity attack, unless it's already dissipated.
No, it actually doesn't go away until it takes damage.
Okay, then yeah, you have. It's trying to go for what looks to be a pouch. Do you want to take an opportunity attack?
Yes.
All right, go ahead.
It's a 19. That is a 24.
That hits.
And it takes 12 points of damage.
Dead. They were only down to 3.
Ha.
All right, next up is number 8. They take out what looks to be a blow dart, and they're going to aim at you, Tate. Does a 12 hit?
No.
It doesn't. You're still in the tree, right?
Yes, I'm still in the tree, and no, it does not hit.
It misses you, but it doesn't even reach all the way up to you.
Want me to show you how to use that?
He just looks up to you and goes, "Fuck off." Up next is number 6, the one you shot, and he is just writhing in pain. He's like, "Gick, gick." Is this the end? Is this the end for Dave?
Lay there and practice bleeding. I'll be with you in a minute.
Is it a bad sign if you smell burnt toast and everything looks like it's underwater?
Yes.
Oh. And that will be his turn. Poison Dusk number 1 is up. He is going to take aim at Haess. That's a 17, 21, which hits. Haess takes 6 points of piercing damage and needs to make a Constitution saving throw. That is a 19. She succeeds. If you guys want to know why, you need to make if you don't succeed on a Constitution saving throw, you will take you will be poisoned.
Poisoned. It's how they got their name.
Yeah. And that will be his turn. Tate, it's all the way back up to you.
I'm going to go ahead and have my Echo act first. He is going to punch. Well, put away revolver and attempt to hit the one grappling Zartral still.
That's number 2. Okay, go ahead.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay, he will take 8 points total of damage, and he has to make a opposed grapple check.
Well, from that punch, I'm gonna say it actually knocks him off his feet.
Oh,
And
he's still getting grabbed.
I know, but I think you knocked him out.
Okay.
So
Well, this will definitely hurt then.
he needs to make a wait. What he needs to make? What kind of save?
Uh, he either needs to make a athletics or acrobatics check against my acrobatic or athletics check of 20.
I'm gonna say because how wounded he is, he gets disadvantage.
Okay.
Damn, and he got a nat 20 on his big one. uh, that's a 8.
Okay. So he is grabbed. As my bonus action, I'm going to have my Echo move 30 feet up.
Okay.
So they're both now 30 feet in the air. And he's going to drop him and dissipate.
He does not survive the fall. He was down to 1 hit point.
Ha.
Will that be
He's
your turn?
folded like a taco.
And now for my attack, because I only have just my attack left. I can't do anything else after this.
Mhm.
I'm gonna aim for the. Actually, we need that shard, don't we? Damn it.
And you don't know where it is, too.
Well, I was gonna aim for what looked like the dragon shard at the end of his hammer, and I don't know if that's the one we need.
That is true.
I'm just gonna aim for his hammer.
Roll.
Basically, I make an attack roll against his armor. If I hit it, he makes a dexterity saving throw. If he fails the dexterity saving throw, the weapon is broken, and all attacks with that weapon until it's fixed are at disadvantage.
I'm gonna say you have to do this one with disadvantage.
Okay. Second die, come here. Not here, you're a countdown die. You cheating. Okay, so the attack at disadvantage is still at 21.
That hits.
I'm angry because the same thing happened to me that just happened to the other one. The big die was a 20. All right, so for his dexterity saving throw, he has to meet or exceed a 19.
I'm gonna roll. Here we go. What do you got? Damn, 18.
Okay, so his weapon has the broken status, and any attacks made with it are at disadvantage until he fixes it.
Well, I'm gonna say this because you kind of break it in half by the handle. He just instead drops the piece that's broken and he wields it like a mini hammer.
Yeah, well, that's why it would be at disadvantage at that point. It's because it's not functioning how it should.
All right, well, that be your turn.
Yep, that's it. That's all I can do.
Maman, you're up.
All right.
Echo is no
What's
longer on this roll, by the way.
What poison dust is in front of me?
None, but the closest one to you is number 5, who... no, the closest one is number 1.
Number 1.
One,
All
yeah,
right.
the other one with the arrow.
Is he in front of me, behind me, to the sides of me?
Behind.
All right. I'm gonna do like a little pivot turn and just backhand swing my Morning Star into his face.
Roll to hit.
Does a 25 hit?
Yes.
Okay, and that's 11 points of piercing damage, plus he has disadvantage.
11 points.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Piercing damage to the dome.
that be your turn.
No, I'm gonna do a bonus action and use Second Wind. And give myself 12 healing. Give myself 12 hit points.
All right.
Now it's the end of my turn.
All right. Number 7 is up. He is going to take his sword and try to run you through, Maman. Oh wait, that would have been actually no. He would have been the one in front of you. Oh. All right, does a 21 hit?
Yes.
All right, you take 7 points of piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Nat 20 for 26.
All right, you are not poisoned.
Hee.
All right, that will be his turn. Up next is Ace. She is going to run up and try to take out the guy who attacked you with her battle axe. 11. Dang, that misses. But she's going to go into defensive and hold up her shield. And that will be her turn. With both of them dead, Zortel, you are now free. You now do what you want to do.
Sorry, I was asked to help with something. I'm paying attention. So I'm free. First thing I'm gonna do is grab my axe and try to hit someone.
The closest ones to you would be the Black Scale, Poison Dusk number 7, and Poison Dusk number 8.
Okay, so I don't think I would be any match for the black scale. So I'll probably go after number 8.
Okay.
What is up with the dice tonight? I got a 12.
That misses.
Yep. That is my turn.
Alright. Speaking of which, I hope I now that I think about it, I might have accidentally said hits were actually misses. Well, too late now. Up next is number 8. He's going to try to do another Ebola at you, Tate. Does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
All right. You are now grappled, and you must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Does an 18 save?
Yes, you are currently grappled, but you are not knocked prone.
And you hit me with what? A bolo?
Ebola.
Bolo. Okay.
Like those rope things that like.
Yeah, gotcha. I actually have some of those too.
That'll be his turn. Number 6 is still in pain beneath you, Tate, just bemoaning the fact and wondering if you ever danced with a warforged named Lupe. But that'll be him. Up now, we're back up to number 10. Oh, sorry, number 1. What did I have last time? I believe, yeah, number 1 has a short sword. He's going to try to attack. He's going to try to attack Oman. It's a 7 hit.
Does a what hit?
7.
Nope.
All right. Tate, back up to you.
My turn again
What?
already?
To make an escape to get out of the bolo.
Yeah, I'll make a acrobatics check to get out.
Okay.
Actually, wait a minute. I'm using ranged attacks. It doesn't matter.
I mean, you are. I mean, with it wrapped around you, don't you need to pull your arms free in order to keep
Nope,
shooting?
because there is nothing to keep people from making attacks while grappled in 5th edition.
All right.
I know, it's dumb.
It's like that scene from American Dad when he got his hand stuck. He just shot at the floor.
Basically. The one that threw the bola at me. Ooh.
Well, I'm going to say
15?
this. I'm going to say this. Try to shoot with disadvantage.
Okay.
we gotta add a little bit of it.
It's still a 15, but son of a bitch, the other attack was way better.
15 plus anything, or 15 total?
15 total to try to hit him.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that really hits. He takes the full 19 damage.
Damn. He's writhing on the floor too.
Yeah, I'll use my move to try to escape because I don't like being tied up.
All right, roll escape.
Acrobatics of 19.
You're out. Yeah, to beat
I'm
a
going
12.
to action surge,
Okay.
and I'm going to attack the frosty guy
How are you gonna do that?
with my revolver.
I thought when you said action, I just imagined you gonna jump down and like bum rush him.
Basically, I just get to take another couple actions this turn.
All right.
I can make another attack action and another move action this turn.
I rolled a hit. Where are you aiming now?
You know what? I'm just going to try to break his hammer more. Because I don't like the way it looks.
This one will be you again with disadvantage.
Okay. Let's roll with disadvantage. Especially seeing how the hammer's mother... Okay, I'm going to send you a picture of this because that's hilarious.
Oh my god, what did you get?
You're not going to believe me unless I show you. I'm putting it in Tavern Gossip. There you go.
Where'd you put it?
Tavern gossip.
Oh my god!
What kind of gods blessed you today?
What kind of mystical shit have you been smoking?
It's the Japanese food.
I'm gonna say it knocks it out of his
Let's
hand.
see how much.
It doesn't damage it further, but it does like knock it out of his hand.
Okay, let's see how far it goes. Because that's also depends on how much damage I actually do, and of course I would roll low. Just my luck. It still takes 24 points of damage, so it goes about 20 feet away from him. But
all right, Maman, you're up.
And now I'm going to climb out of the tree.
Okay,
And that'll be my turn.
Alright.
Maman, you're up.
I'm gonna go after the same Poison Duster.
Who attacked you before?
Yeah.
That's number 7. Go ahead.
I wonder what you'd look like without any teeth. And then I swing.
You got a perfect mouth. Give me them teeth.
19.
That hits.
That is going to be 12 points of piercing damage plus disadvantage on whoever he attacks.
All right. Next is number 3. Sorry, next is the Black Scale. He is going to take out a javelin and all right. Does a 16 hit?
Who is he attacking?
You.
Me? And what did you say, 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 15 points of piercing damage.
Oh, you motherfucker!
What?
No, that's what my character yells out.
He simply He simply chuckles and, as a bonus action, backs away while taking out his shield. Defend
You said
himself.
15 points?
Yeah. Alright, up next is Poison Dusk number 3. He's going to take out his arrow and try to shoot Tate. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
You take 8 points of piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
You said 8 points.
Yeah.
You got a Constitution save throw of 16.
You are not poisoned.
I am poisoned?
No, you're not.
Not poisoned. Okay.
Up next is number 7, the one you attacked. Emin, but he's going to try to aim for Haess. Nat 20. She takes 14 points of piercing damage and Constitution saving throw. That's a 9, so she's poisoned. But now it's her turn, and she is going to use her spike shield and use it to bludgeon number 7, which is a 17, which hits. He takes 10 points and piercing damage. Oh no, bludgeoning damage, and he's dead. Up next is Zartel.
All right. Is number 8 still alive?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to try to hit him again.
All right, roll damage.
Oh, to hit is the 16.
That hits.
Damage. 4.
He dead. Number 6 is still moaning. Number 10 is going to try to attack Tate with a short sword. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
Tate, you take 8 points of piercing damage and make a Constitution saving throw.
$16 again.
You're not poisoned. Your turn.
All right. For my bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind and heal a little bit of health. So I heal. So I heal 10 points back from what I've been dealt.
All right.
And how many of them are still alive?
Not counting the black scale, 3.
Okay. Well, seeing as how the black scale has no weapon, I feel bad shooting him, but I'm gonna anyways.
You're not going to attack the guy who just attacked you? All right. And he does have a shield, which he's now put in defensive mode.
Okay. Oh, good. Something else to break. No, I'm just kidding. I am going to shoot the guy with a bow.
Roll to hit.
23 to hit.
That hits.
And he takes 14 points of damage.
Okay. Happy your turn?
And yeah, that's all.
All right, Ahmad, your turn.
Okay. Since I'm getting a little agitated that this little shit that I've been wailing on isn't dead yet.
You mean number 7?
Yeah.
Well, he is dead. Haess killed him in her turn.
Oh.
I mean, there's still the ones that are left are number 4, who's been writhing in pain ever since Tate shot him. Number 1, who just attacked Tate, and number 3, who has the other arrow. The one that Haess threw with her knife at.
Okay, so I'm gonna go after the one with the arrow. That's number 3.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna charge, jump up, and bring the might of my hammer, my Morning Star upon their head.
Alright, roll to hit.
19.
That hits.
That's 12 points of piercing, and as you know, they also have disadvantage.
I'm gonna say that hit really hits them hard, and they stumble and fall back.
Nighty night. That's the end of my turn.
All
Oh, no,
right.
wait. I'm gonna use my last second wind to bring up my health.
Haess is up. She is going to put away her battle axe and do a multi-attack on the black. She's gonna actually just hit him in the face with her spike shield to eat him alive. 24, which hits. He takes 10 bludgeoning damage. And let's make a strength saving throw. And he is knocked prone. Zartel, you're up.
So who's left? I know I killed 8.
Number
I
1
remember
is
Black jumping up.
3 are incapacitated, and the last 3 that are left, there are 4 left alive. 3 are incapacitated, and then there's number 1 who attacked Tate.
If he is within range, I'm gonna go and attack 1.
Roll damage. Or roll to hit.
All right. Please kill me now. Nat 1.
Oh my. Number 1. Number 1's turn. He's going to try to attack you, Tate. Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
8 points of piercing damage, and make a con throw. Saving throw.
21.
You're not poisoned. Alright, your turn.
I didn't want to use this yet, but I'm going to take out a dagger that looks like it is coated in a thick black viscous substance and attempt to hit the black scale lizard folk with it.
He's already been knocked prone.
Oh, that's fine.
Remember, you're not trying to kill him.
Oh, I'm aware. This won't kill him.
Okay, roll to hit.
Does a 20 hit him? 30, 20.
Yes.
All right. He needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
19.
Okay. Damn. He doesn't go on top. That's unfortunate.
And it's funny, they were both 19s.
However, he does take 6 more points of damage from the dagger.
Alright, and you're still not attacking the guy who's been attacking you. Awesome. Alright, Maman, you're up.
Alright, Archer's down, and we still have the black scale and 2 others, right?
He's knocked prone. 3 others. 2 are incapacitated, and there's the third one's been attacking Tate.
I'm gonna go after the one that's been going after Tate.
Finally! Alright, roll to hit.
19.
That hits.
12 points of piercing damage.
Dead.
He's dead.
As he falls, Haess picks up the black scale by the leather strap.
Where is it?
The black scale merely smiles, splits blood in her face, then weakly holds up his hand, and you guys see a very faint blue glow coming from it. Then the black scale then slowly takes a claw and traces it along the shard, cracking it. And then, out of nowhere, it grows brighter, and a huge gust of very cold wind knocks all of you back. And as you all get up, to your surprise, you see the black scale stand up as its body gets covered with more ice, but it takes on a more demonic form. And then it turns to you all, and in an unfamiliar voice, it just goes, "I'm right here." And we're going to end it right there. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed tonight's episode. This was a good one, I will say. Not a bad fight.
Yeah, this was fun.
I will say my one problem is because there's so many, I sometimes skip over ones when I don't mean
Yeah,
to.
it happens with large groups. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. I think it's kind of together, you forget who's who.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, again, thank you all so much for tuning in. We will see you all next week. Take care,
Yep.
and bye-bye.
See you all next week.
Bye.